Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing what's the next big blessing, next big thing with your career and finances. And the reason why I'm not saying the title correctly is because I haven't really made a cover or a thumbnail. That's what it's called. But actually, one of my friends here on YouTube commented, I think it was the day before yesterday, that Jaylene, like, you've never done a money and career reading. And I was like, hold up. I was getting defensive, like, no, I've had a bunch of them, but actually I looked and I had none. All right, so we're gonna do a career in finance. I'm pretty sure that I've mixed career and finances, but with another reading. I get it, but I've never given it its own spotlight. So we have here pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Make sure you're really drawn to whichever image and pause the video if needed. All right, let's go. So for the viewers that picked pile number 1, let's find out what is the next big blessing in your career or finances. What's the next big thing? Let's see. I'm gonna dive in deep in everybody's finances, why your finances are the way they are, all of that. We're gonna see everything. I'm pretty confident that we will. All right, so let's see, what's the next big blessing? Honestly, let's go first with how's my pal number 1's finances and career going? How is my pal's career and finances going? All the people that clicked my pal number 1. And for this reading, I will not be taking reversals. What's happening in my pal number 1's? Off the bat, okay, the worst card that you can get in a career finance reading. I get it. Don't panic yet, all right? Because what do you think? Everybody had to come from the 5 of Pentacles to get to the 9 of Pentacles. Everyone. I mean, not Nepo babies, but you guys get that. So it's looking like your career and finances, you feel like no matter how much you work, how much you put effort, how many jobs you get, it's like your finances don't stay long. They don't stay long, or you just end up feeling super tired and for nothing. Okay, maybe you feel like bills take all your money. Maybe you feel like other people take your money, family take your money, like other people get to enjoy your money more than you. Okay. Also, I get here the feeling, some of you guys that have been working in really toxic jobs, toxic environments, and that could also be why you are experiencing so much lack in your life. Okay, so we gotta debunk the first thing. A number 1 poverty mindset, pile number 1, that a lot of people are not aware of is the thinking that working hard at a job will equal financial success. And let me hold it. It can equal to some sort of success. It can equal to you saving up enough amount of money, whatever. But the matter of it is that the more we excruciate our bodies to build someone else's empire, the more our bodies kind of reject high vibrational things. And high vibrational things could be like your desires, your manifestations. So again, if you're not taking care of your body, it's really, really hard for money to stay and be multiplied. Again, I'm not saying quit your job, but you should look forward to doing other things that not only do you like, but also you don't have to force yourself as much. And you're not going to find the answers right away. You're not going to know what to do, what career, what hobby to do. No, it doesn't work like that. First, we have to recognize that we don't want to be here. We don't want to do, we don't want to be wherever we're at the moment, financially, whatever. The second thing that we do is that we start writing what is it that we want. Do you want to make money in your sleep? Do you want to make money doing something you love? Do you want to make money recording, doing something in particular? Write it down. You guys, how can the universe know what to give you if you don't even know, right? A lot of people say, well, I don't know what to start. I don't know when to start. The reason why you don't know when to start is because you don't know what you want. If you know you have to, if you know you want to go, let's say bike riding, but you haven't gone bike riding, do you really want to go bike riding? It's like, if you really wanted something, you will go towards it. But if you don't want to go towards it, maybe because you don't want to, maybe you don't like that, maybe it doesn't fire you inside. All right, so I also see here addictions. Pile number 1, you could be stuck in a lot of addictions, maybe shopping addictions, traveling addictions. Okay, yes, those are real, baby. Traveling excessively is a form of escapism. I'm gonna keep it a buck. It is. So, like, what are you trying to escape from? You know what I mean? Traveling is good, but I'm gonna let you guys know. Listen, nothing is bad in this world. Nothing is bad. When it's done too much, it's bad. All right? When it's done too much, it's bad. Okay, so some of you guys might have some addictions, maybe gambling, maybe shopping, addictions that you know you have, eating addictions, smoking addictions. You have addictions that are also stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself. And what I'm here to say is that this pile, the reason why life seems so hard is because you have to fix inside. You got to fix your beliefs. You got to fix the way you treat and love yourself within. Okay? And yeah, pile number 1, that excessive workaholicness is not healthy. And I think it's really blocking you from bigger ideas and more money. All right? So with the Emperor in reverse, some of you guys are meant to be a boss in this group. A lot of you guys hate working. Okay, you guys hate working. And some of you guys are meant to be bosses. Listen, not everyone is meant to be a boss. But if you feel deep down inside, listen, I'm meant to lead, then you are. Okay? You are. Ideas will only come when you believe that there is a way out. If you think that we just live to work and die, guess what? We will work and live to die. But if you believe, hey, I can work a little bit now, save up my money, while also planning my escape or planning what else I'm going to do that will bring me even more abundance. You know, the thing is not working is bad. What's bad is when you stay in that box of, I have to just stay in this job and slave away because I have no other option. I can't get a new job because I don't have one lined up. I can't do this because I don't have that. Like, when we are constantly putting obstacles to the things that we want, oh, I can't be a singer because not everybody makes it. You just made an obstacle for your life that will continue to become prevalent. But the moment that you open your mind to, hey, there is possibilities, you know, even if I didn't go to college, I still have a chance of being a millionaire. I still have a chance of being rich. You know what I mean? It's like opening your mind to other things. Like, for example, my family, they didn't think it was possible to live out of making videos. They're like, girl, go get a damn job. But I've been living better now than I've ever been living while working 4 days a week, slaving my ass at a supermarket. I was slaving my ass at a supermarket, and at the end of the week, I barely even had $30. Okay? And I'm not saying that I make so much more in what I'm doing. It doesn't even matter because my freedom costs more than any other job. So pile number one, what's important for you? Is it freedom? Is it being able to take a vacation? Is it being able to retire at an early age? What is it that is important to you? We need to know. The universe needs to know to help you out. So now let's go with what's the next big blessing for my pal number one. What's the next big blessing in their finances and career? What's the next big blessing in my pal number one's finances and career? So the next big blessing for your career is that you will have new partnerships that will take you out of your comfort zone. You're gonna be meeting a friend or someone that maybe they went through exactly what you've went through when it comes to work, when it comes to, problems with home. Okay. Some of these people, you don't have to want to be a boss, but some of you guys could just want to be stay-at-home moms, but have your own money. And that is possible. You get what I mean? Like, I always tell people, you just got to know what you want. Once you know what you want and you put that intention, you little steps, little tiny steps. Okay, let me tell you how I started my little thing as a spirit, as a tarot reader, like how I started. Okay, while I was working at the supermarket, I started buying myself little crystals. I was interested in it, so I bought myself little crystals. I started small. I bought my first tarot deck, and I started doing people at work, reading people. Basically, I took the little steps to build my confidence in what I do, build myself up, because this is what I'm telling you guys. You're not going to build a business by tomorrow. You are not going to learn a craft by tomorrow. It takes practice. It takes passion. Money is the anthem of success. But what is equivalent to success is passion. If you're not passion driven, it won't work. Why do you think so many people hate their jobs? Because they're not doing it with passion. And then what comes along with not doing something with passion? Lack of abundance. A lot of people hate their jobs, and a lot of people are not moving to a certain area because they hate their jobs. And when you put that emphasis or that intention that, oh my God, I hate my job, I hate my coworkers, it sucks, I hate working, you keep bringing shit that's gonna make you hate it even more. Lack of money, getting in trouble more at work, getting your hours cut. So again, if you want to fix your situation from now, pile number one, be grateful that you have a job. Be grateful that you have arms and legs and you can walk to work, or you can eat lunch at work. Be grateful for the littlest things at work, and see how you'll get pushed to your desires. Okay, I'm telling y'all right now, gratitude changes lives. You can hate anything about yourself, hate anything about your apartment, your house. If you show it love and appreciation, regardless if it's not what you want will knock at your door. I'm telling you, God never misses. The universe never misses. And gratitude is the most important thing, period. All right? It is. All right, so let's see. What is the next? Okay, we already looked at the next big blessing. So the next big blessing for some of you guys in your career is that some of you guys will be able to stay at home and take care of your kids and spend more time with your kids while also being able to support yourself. I also see you expanding. I see you making a connection at your current job that will make your work environment easier. Because again, not everybody wants to be a boss. Some of us, we just want to do better in the career that we're in. We just want to level up. And the way to do that is to be grateful for even the most annoying things. Seeing the love in anything and everything. I always use my crappy apartment, my old crappy apartment as an example. which now I moved and I really love it here. But I was in a real crappy apartment. Oh my God, hopefully my boyfriend doesn't hear me, okay? But basically, it was so bad, guys. Like, it was horrible. The kitchen didn't have any counters. The cabinets didn't have any doors. The bathroom was embedded with mold. It was horrible. Like, I hated it. Like, there wasn't not one good thing that you can like about this place. Like, it was just horrible. And I was like, you know what? Even if this looks horrible, this place has energy. This place deserves love, you know. This is a place, everything in this life has energy. Everything. You know what I mean? So I was like, you know, this place, even if it's not perfect, it still deserves love. It still deserves somebody that can be proud and happy to live in it. So what did I do? I made it my home. I tried to make it as nice as I could. I decorated it. I freaking cleaned out the mold. I tried to make it as lovable, as homey as I could. I used to speak to the house, the apartment. I used to be like, hello, how are you? You know, rub on the walls. Guys, I'm telling y'all, when you start to realize that everything is energy in your life, even your car, you will start to appreciate things. You will start to show things love, even materialistic things. Okay? So, let's see here. What do Spirit want to let my pal number 1 know about their career and finances? What do Spirit want my pal number 1 to know? Oh, and I wasn't done with the crappy apartment story, but long story short, once I showed the apartment so much love, that's when I got the opportunity to get a newer, nicer one. Okay? And my new place is 10 times better than where I was. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, pal number 1, that's all I'm gonna say. It's 10 times better than where I was at. And 10 times is crazy, but I'm serious. All right? And so with anything in life, a crappy job, a crappy car, show it love. You know, give that coworker a compliment that you hate so much. You know, see the love in everything. Okay? We're here to love. And you want to bring your manifestations closer to you, just love, right? And I know it's simpler, you know, sometimes we want to rip each other's heads off. I get it. People could be so crappy sometimes, but it's when you could put that love above and control your emotions. Yeah. Let's see here. So what do spirits want my pal number 1 to know? What do Spirit want my pal number 1 to know? What do Spirit want my pal number 1 to know about their career and finances? Aww. So, Spirit wants to say that they will always have your back. 6 of Pentacles. It doesn't matter how bad you think it is, your credit card debt. It doesn't matter how bad in a ruin you might think you are. The universe and God are here to confirm that they will always have your back as long as you're grateful and loving. And 4 of Pentacles, they want to let you know to stop self-sabotaging. Stop not investing in yourself so that you can save up and save and save and save and save. Listen, you can save up all you want. And I'm not saying saving is bad. Saving is beautiful, especially when you're saving to invest or saving for like your children's future. But when you're saving just for a rainy day, like people that say I'm saving for a rainy day, baby, that rainy day will pull up. Yes, it will, because you're calling it, you're confirming it. So if you're going to save money, Spirit is saying, save it with a bigger purpose. Save it because you're going to invest this. Save it because it's for your children's school. Save it because maybe you want to take a trip. But save it with the intention that it's for something good other than that it's for something to cover you if something goes bad, right? Another thing is they're saying every time you put your needs on hold to save money, you are self-sabotaging your abundance. They're saying if you need to go to the dentist, go to the dentist. If you need to buy yourself a new pair of shoes, they're saying buy it. Don't be scared that you won't have enough, that you won't this and you won't that, because when we, like, it always happens. I see it all the time. For example, I was gonna use somebody I knew personally, but I'm not even gonna say their name. But I knew somebody in my life that they wouldn't even buy themselves new things. They wouldn't buy themselves nothing. They will treat themselves and treat their kids like shit. You know, forget about their kids, not buy them nothing. You know, no, we have to save, we have to save, we have to save. But every time they saved their money, somebody came along and said, hey, can you lend me this? Can you lend me that? My dad has a problem. My auntie has a problem. And here would that person go and give their money to that person and lend their money. Every time you put money away because of a rainy day, somebody else will take it away, or something else will come around that will take that money away from you. So when you have money and you are trying to save for something, but you need something, and I'm saying it big, need and even want, okay? Because we're not here for a bad time, all right? When you create bad times for yourself, you're basically creating a cycle for more bad things to happen. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. And I'm not saying being frivolous. Remember what I said earlier. Nothing is bad until you're doing it too much, especially when it comes to hoarding your money, okay? Because it's saying you're sabotaging yourself. And another thing is pile number 1. Stop being so hard on yourself. Just because you don't have this or that doesn't make you lesser than anybody. Can I tell you what happens with people that have millions of dollars and a bunch of cars and businesses and a bunch of houses and yachts and designer? You know what happens to them? They die just like you. Yes, and I know maybe you guys didn't have the same experiences. Maybe, you know, their life was worth living, shit, right? But you don't know that. You don't know that. And the second thing is, if you're not happy where you're at now, what makes you think that you will be happy with everything you have? And let me tell you, the way that I look at it like this, imagine right now you already have the dream life that you have. Would you still be bothered about something? And if the answer is yes, and be honest with yourself. We're not here to judge each other. You're not going to judge yourself either. This is a you with you conversation. What would still bother you? Is it your childhood? Would it be that you didn't get enough love as a child? Would it be that you were bullied? Because let me tell you something. Money can solve physical problems. But if you have an inner problem, no amount of money in the world can help you. So sit with yourself. Pile number 1. Spirit wants to let you know they have your back. But do you have your back? Do you know what you want? And are you willing to open your mind, to open your heart for the possibilities of receiving that? So Spirit also wants to say you got to get serious with what you want out of this life, and stop thinking about what others expect of you and what others think you should do and what others might think that, you know, why others might think that you should do this or do that. Because I found myself in places like that where I would want to try something new, but I'm only thinking about what other people are going to think about it. And I'm like, do I want to do this for me because I want it? Or because I think it'll look cool for other people in my life? Or because I think other people are going to accept me more in their life? And the truth is that they won't. Sweetheart, if they won't love you now, they won't. And if you get better, if you think because you get more successful, they'll love you more, or your family will like clap for you. No. They will hate you more. Now they have a reason to hate you. You're better than them. All right. So another one is Spirit is trying to say, guys, don't try to conform to other people's beliefs and values. Don't. All right. Do what you want. Do what's best for your life. Again, it's your life. Hello, you're living it. What do you want out of it, right? Let's get some Power Thought cards with Louise Hay. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with her videos. if you are like really willing to changing your life and changing your mentality about stuff, because I'm gonna keep it a buck, all of this is mental. Finances is mental. Everything is mental. But we didn't grow up. Listen, if you didn't grow up with wealthy people, with rich people, you're not going to know how to stay in that vibration. Meaning you have to knock down years of generational trauma and poverty mindsets that were embedded to you by your grandpa, your uncle, your mom, your dad. You know what I mean? You have to do the inner work. So if you guys are interested in actually doing the inner work and actually making life the best life you've ever had in your life, check her out, Louise Hay. And Louise Hay on YouTube, her audiobooks, you can go to sleep with it, whatever. I love it. They're amazing. She changed my life. Now let's see here. Let's see, any advice for my pile number one? Ooh, I open new doors to life. I rejoice in what I have, and I know that fresh new experiences are always ahead. I greet the new with open arms. I trust life to be wonderful. So go back and hear what I said. I trust life to be wonderful. This affirmation literally went with y'all readings. They're saying the doors are there, pile number one. Open them. Look them out. Check them out. Open your mind, right? It's not what you grew up and it's not what you've been listening to your whole life. There's so much more out there. That's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number two, let's find out what is happening in your career and finances. Let's see what's happening in my pile number two's career and finances. Let's find out what's happening. Okay, so you guys are in a right career. I don't know if you guys are in a right career. You have a business. You have something important. You are doing something that you worked hard for, like that you genuinely like had passion for. And I say had because I feel like the blockage right now in your career is that you are experiencing some boredom. You are experiencing some boredom in your career. You feel like you're bored. Like, oh my God, is this all it? Like, this is it? Like, oh my God, like, this is so whack. Like, did I work so hard for this? Did I go all these years to school for this? Did I put myself out there just for this? Like, this is what I got. So, you guys, the reason why maybe your career is in a stand-hold, your finances are in a stand-hold, maybe you feel like no matter how much money you get, like, you know, you're still sinking in debt, or like you just can't really do the things that you really want to, no matter how much you work or how much you put that passion in. You guys have literally lost the love that you had for your career. And honestly, you could be like, oh no, I like it. But do you love it? Like, if you had an option to do that or go to bed, what will you choose? I feel like with this group, you'll choose bed. So, and I don't think that you guys hate what you do. I just think that you've gotten so accustomed to it that you're experiencing boredom. Okay, so this is the path where a lot of people, influencers, business owners, people that have great careers, whatever, people that basically, if this is not resonating right now, if you're not doing something that you worked hard to get, or you're doing something that you put yourself out there for, then this is not the pile for you. I'm just letting you guys know now. Like these right now, this is like influencers, business owners, singers, whatever, lawyers, doctors. These are people with like careers already. It doesn't matter where you work at. if you work to go there, or you like took a test to get there, or like some sort of training, this is for you. Hey, baby, stop barking. So it's like you lost all love for it. And the only way to recuperate that love that you have for your career is definitely working on something within yourself. So, all right, let's start with that. First of all, you guys are so busy focusing on your career that you have not focused on your relationships, the relationship with your families, the relationship with your children, the relationship with your friends. Did I say that? Neighbors, community. You have put all your sweat, your like worry and your everything onto career and finances. You're not letting it breathe. So when you're holding something so tight, you're not letting it go. You need to have more patience. So what's happening in your career is that you're losing patience for your career, for that raise, for that big shot. Like, you're losing patience. And it's almost like you are equaling the success with your career, you're equaling that to your happiness. Yes, you guys think that if you finally get that raise, if you finally get the recognition that you want, if you finally get rich, if finally you get this amount of subscribers, if you finally get one hit, that it's all going to matter. Life is gonna matter. And what they're trying to let you know now, that life already matters. You already did the hardest thing that other people can't do. You believed in yourself. You started it. You did it, right? So it's like, why are you putting so much more pressure on yourself instead of just building memories of love, memories that will fill you up with excitement and more passion? So when you're feeling a lack of passion with your dreams, it's like you guys are living your dreams, but it's almost like you're like, is this even my dream? Because you lost all passion for it, because you made it the focal point in your life. Life is not all about career. Life is not all about success. Life can be that cup of coffee in the morning, that smile from a child. You know, you guys are putting career and money the focal point of everything. And that wasn't even the hardest part. The hardest part was literally believing in yourself, and you already did that. So now have patience. This reading is much more clear forward than pile number 1, because pile number 1 had much more to deal with. Like, they had to like start believing in themselves. You guys already have that confidence. You guys already have that willpower. You could walk in any room and talk about your business. What I'm saying is that you guys did an excellent job at opening those doors for yourself in your life. But now, how do you live? How do you just be happy with what you got, you know? So for your career right now, what's happening is that you're gonna have to start building more patience. You're gonna have to start going with the flow of things and keep showing up. Show up if you're bored. Just show up. If you show up, and when you have those feelings of boredom and tiredness, remind yourself how lucky you are to have that career. How lucky you are to be able to do what you love. You know what I mean? So that's that. Now let's see what spirit wants to let my pal number 2 know about their finances and career. What do spirit want my pal to know about their career and finances? What do spirit want my pal to know? I really can't lie about this. Patience and planning again. New beginnings. Movement, choices, and decisions. Let's get one more. Solar plexus, suffering in silence and reverse. Okay. This pile, you guys are just like extremely, I wouldn't be surprised if you got some Capricorn placements, Taurus placements here. Okay, so Spirit wants to let you know that new beginnings are ahead. As long as you continue to plan and be patient. Just show up and be patient. Because eventually, if you're working towards something, how can you not succeed? How can you not? If you're constantly working out your butt, eventually you will get a big butt. You know, that's an example. And what Spirit also wants to let me know that the more gratitude you have for what you have, the more patience you have, the more you show up for the things you want, more doors start to open, more creativity starts to blossom, more things start to show up. And Spirit also wants to let you know that the reason why your career is in a standstill is because your emotions are in a standstill. Yes, sweetheart, a lot of you guys have control issues. You guys have some trauma that is sitting with you guys that make you feel like if you're not working, then you're not doing enough. If you don't have something, like, you guys are the type of people that you have a goal, you accomplish that goal, and then you want something bigger, and then it's the next goal and the next goal, and each goal just, you constantly minimize each goal. But my question to you is right now, pile number 2, is would you go back 5 years ago to where you was at? Hell no. Hell no. So why can't you just appreciate where you're at now? And I'm not saying stay in bed. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying give yourself a break. Give yourself a time to celebrate what you already have, instead of feeling like I gotta get more. But what if I tell you that the more you get, it's not gonna fill that void. It's not gonna fill that emptiness. So stop suffering when you don't have to. Stop making yourself suffer. Stop making yourself feel like you need to show up for everybody. Show up for yourself. You need to show people that you're humble, that, you know, success didn't go through your head. Like, a lot of you guys are showing up more for your career, showing up more for people than for yourself. Emotionally. Hey, I said emotionally. Emotionally, all right? Because physically is not really coming up for here. I feel like you guys take care of yourself. You guys, you know, do what you gotta do. You treat yourself, but you need to check in with yourself emotionally, because that you feeling like your career is not enough gotta do with something of you feeling like you're not enough inside. Are you always trying to prove to others that you're a good person? Are you always trying to get out your way to do things for others when you don't even want to? And then you feel like at the end nobody appreciates you. You feel like you work so hard, nobody appreciates you, nobody ever sees you. That's because you guys are moving with codependency. And at the current moment, you're codependent with your career. You want to show up every day. And you know what's happening? It's making you tired of it. It's making you bored. You don't have any passion. Why? Because you don't have any other passions in your life. So Spirit wants to let you know, pile number 2, stay in tune with yourself. Show up for yourself first. Show up for yourself. And be grateful for where you're at now. If, you know, we all get bored, especially when we're doing things that are, you know, like a foundation. Like, basically we're building a foundation, whether if it's with our career or creative side. We're always building a foundation, and sometimes on our way to that road, we might get bored or discouraged. But that's because we're putting all our energy just on that. What about your social life? What about how do you feel inside? What are the things that bother you from your childhood? What is it, the things that make you feel alive other than your career? You know? So yeah, Spirit wants to let you know there's much more to life than just career and money. You're going to keep reaching that milestone and reaching that milestone and being like, what the hell? What am I looking for? Nothing's enough. This is so little. You know, your success is not equal to your happiness. And the more you do will never ever feel enough if you don't feel like you are enough with nothing. So if you were to lose it all tomorrow, pile number 2, would you still love yourself? Would you still show up and get up and do it again, all over again? Would you? If that's a really hard question to ask, then maybe you should pay more attention to yourself. I think you need to add more love into yourself. You've been adding too much love to your career, too much love to your finance, too much attention. You need to put that attention to yourself, pile number 2. So let's see here. What's the next big blessing for my pile number 2, but you could be interested in 3. What's the next big blessing for my pile number 3s? What's the next big blessing with my pile number 3? Yes, finally building that firm foundation, choosing wisely. And what Spirit is also saying is that you're also going to know how to make wise decisions when it comes to your career. Okay? But they need you with hope in reverse. They need you to be passionate. They need you to still have that passion, still have that hope. A lot of you guys feel like you're stagnant and it's not going nowhere and you're just stuck like that and you're just going to die doing the same thing. It's not true. Your destiny will change as long as you keep that balance, that work-life balance. You know, I noticed that when I take a break from making videos or I take a 2 or 3 days for myself, by the next day, I have a bunch of ideas for videos. I have a bunch of ideas. But I figure that every time I try to post every day or basically force myself to create ideas, they never flow. They never flow. Because creativity, guys, comes from the world around us. It comes from love. It comes from interactions, inspirations, art, color, people we meet. Inspiration doesn't come from us working. Figure it out. No, usually inspiration comes when we live life. So what Spirit wants to let you know, baby, live your life. The money, the desires will come, but they feel like they keep giving to you and you don't care. It's like when you get that new toy, now you don't want that new toy because you just been playing with that new toy every day. You've done forgot about your other toys. So now you're sick and tired of that toy. And what now? You want a new toy. But you could have just played with the other toys you had, or you guys got it. Spirit feels like you keep asking for more and more. And you're not stopping to enjoy it. You're not stopping to see it or appreciate it. So when you get that next paycheck and you're like, damn, $300 again? Instead of saying that, be like, oh my God, I finally, payday. Thank you, God. Thank you. And see how shit starts moving better, right? I'm telling y'all right now. Let's see, any advices, any advice for my pal number 2? Any spiritual advice for my pal number 2? Ooh. My income is constantly increasing. Yo, shit is crazy. Even the advice cards are talking about finances because it happened for pal number 1. But we have here, my income is constantly increasing. I begin now to open myself to ever increasing prosperity. And what did I say, guys? When you switch your mind to you are a money magnet, your income is constantly increasing, putting those affirmations, how can that not happen for you? Oh, I'll tell you how it cannot happen. By not being grateful for the amounts that you're getting now. For not being grateful for what you're receiving now or what you have around you. That can block it. But while you live in the moment of love and enjoy yourself and everything life has to offer, while also telling yourself these words, my income is constantly increasing. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Beautiful. So pile number 2, you don't have that much work to do. Like pile number 1, please don't tell them. Please don't tell. But what I found interesting is that pile number 1 is the first step. Pile number 2, you became the second step. I'm so curious to see what's pile 3. But thank you so much for clicking on this reading. I hope I was able to help. Bye, guys. So for my lovely viewers that picked pile number 3, let's find out the next big thing with your career and finances. And let's see what's happening, what's going on in my pile number 3's finances and career. What's happening in my pile number 3's finances and career? What's happening? Some of you guys are unemployed. Some of you guys are not working. Some of you guys have a lot of debt. Some of you guys might be dating somebody that is also unemployed. And you guys probably just got a new job. I don't know. Okay, some of you guys are unemployed. Some of you guys got a new job, but you hate it. Like, you don't like it. Like, I see like it's a lot of work, or like a toxic place that you just don't find any happiness in. So that's what's happening in your finances. And I'm gonna keep it a buck of luck, because that's what I do. I keep it a buck here on my readings. The reason why your career and finances is not leveling up is because of the people around you. Yeah, it's because of the people around you. And I know it's a tricky subject, because it's like, how can people around me affect what's meant for me? Yes, it can affect it when you're too involved. You see me now, back 2 years ago, 1 year ago, you couldn't tell me to be around somebody I didn't like. You could never convince me to be around somebody I didn't like, right? But now I be around people that I don't like, people that did me dirty, but they're not in my bubble. See, they're walking among us. Let me tell you something. There's always going to be a Judas. That's his name? The person that snitched on Jesus. Whatever it is, there's always going to be bad people. People can't really affect you the way you think that they can affect you, but they can affect you. They can affect you, especially if they're in your circle, if you're telling them your plans, if their vibrational energy is targeting you. So in a way, you guys get it. You guys get it. Somebody can't hurt you as much that is not in your circle. But if they're in your circle, they can hurt you. And again, pile number 3, you have family as well that take advantage of you financially. I can also see here like family like using you for money. Somebody here had to pay like a lot of rent to live with their parents, or like you were constantly abused financially by lovers, by exes, by people, by your kids. You've been taken advantage of completely. And you felt like, oh, well, since I've given all this money away, maybe, the universe will, grant me some more. And the thing is, pile 3, the universe does say, give and you shall receive. But if you are letting people take everything you got just because you're gonna get it back, you're not gonna get it back. When you give, you gotta give believing that there's no return. Like when you honestly, genuinely, lovingly give something to somebody, it's because you feel like you will never get it back. And that's the energy that you get it back in. A lot of you guys let a lot of people take advantage of you, thinking that they were going to come through for you. They were going to come help you. Later on, they were going to have your back and give you something. But the total opposite happened. And I could feel like somebody here on the verge of being homeless, or somebody here on the verge of losing their shit. I feel like you clicked on this video like literally hoping for some hope, pile 3. Hoping for some hope. But What if I tell you that this rut that you're going through, you could get yourself out of it. You could get yourself out of it. But you heard what I said. Yourself. No one's going to come save you. No one's going to come save you. My biggest thing here, if you give to those in need. Stop giving to those that can't help themselves, that need another fix, that are spending their money on having fun, but then they don't have money for their bills. Stop helping the same people that just can't help themselves, because God is not going to reward you. The universe won't reward you guys, because they know you're being taken advantage of. And you're smiling and saying, it's okay, it's my family, ha ha ha. But they steal from you. But they don't appreciate you. They talk bad about you behind your back, and you know it. And you keep giving to them thinking that you're going to get this big reward. No, you're ruining your life. So if this doesn't have to do with family, and it's just maybe people exes, in-laws, whatever, whoever these people are with this 5 of Wands energy, you're not helping like the ways you think you're helping, Pal 3. So let's see here now. How can my pal number 3 fix their career and finances? How can my pal 3 fix their career and finances? And some of you guys are still on a damn inheritance you got. Let it go. Let it go. If they took your money, if those people took that money and left you for dead, let it go. And I know it's so hard, because it's like, what the hell? Like, why should I ever get over that? You should get over it so that God can, because this is the thing. Life is like a basket. If you have a basket filled with madness, they took my money, I will never be the same, all that in that basket, baby, how can you have space for God to actually give you what you deserve? You have a basket filled with worry, regret, anger. Let it go. And the other thing I want to say, money comes and goes. If somebody took your money, let them have it. Because the same way that they took that money, it's the same way it's going to vanish. I'm telling y'all right now, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen people get things the wrong way and actually lose it double. Lose it double. Yes. I'm telling y'all right now, pal number 3, some of you guys got a lot of hate in your heart for certain people in your life that probably took from you. I'm here to let you know, you're only hurting yourself twice. They already hurt you once, so why are you going to hurt yourself twice by keeping that in? Let it go. Let it go. I'm telling you now, right now, nobody could leave the table without paying. That's how life works. Nobody's leaving that restaurant without paying. Okay, and you know what I mean? What you do, you will have to pay. All right, so you are just hurting yourself more by staying in that low vibration of not forgiving. Let it go. I'm telling you, they took it from you, but God took it from them worse. All right, worse. All right, so let's see here. What should my pal number 3 do to better their career and finances? What should my pal number 3 do to fix their career and finances? Oh my God. The universe is saying it's already within you. It's already within you to get money. You have plans. You know what you should do. That you haven't done it, that's your problem. But pal 3, they're saying you got everything you need right now. I don't know why, but universe and spirit is saying you have everything you need. Your mind is stopping you from greatness. Start associating yourself with the people. Damn, the star. Start associating yourself with the people you know are successful in your life. Take notes. Learn from others. If you are the smartest in a room, sweetheart, you are in the wrong room. All right? You are in the wrong room. Stop thinking that you're here to save people. Save people from what? Everybody got 24 hours. Everybody has arms and legs. Everybody here has enough time to do what they want to do. Stop trying to save people. That's another thing. Stop trying to save people. What Spirit wants to let you know, stop trying to save people and stop getting in your head about what you're supposed to do and what you could do and what you can't do. Just do it. And with Pile 3, oh my God. Pile 3, all you have to do, fix your surroundings. Be more happy with what you already have. Continue to show up for yourself. And your career will do a spin. Watch those people around you, because they might not want the best for you. And once you're doing the best, baby, you'll see they'll run like flies. Me, I've always been very forgiving to people, very forgiving. But when I started to level up my life, when I started to want better, started to put myself out there, that's when people started dying like flies, dropping, leaving, feeling a way about me, angry at me over, people love getting angry at you over anything when you're successful. Same thing. Don't live for others, Pile 3. Do what you want to do. And for this pile, it's not that hard for your finances to get better for this pile or your career. It's literally you having to just focus on yourself. You got to focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you want to do, what you got to do, and how you're going to do it. And if you're already doing it, to keep doing it. Let's see here. What's the next big blessing that Spirit wants to let pile number 3 know? What next blessing is coming in my pile's career and finances? What next blessing is coming in for my pile's career? And honestly, some of you guys could have already been working on something, because I know in the beginning of the video I said some people might be unemployed or work or jobs that they hate, or but it could even be that you have your own business or you are working on something, but you're so busy trying to fix everybody else's life around you that you're not finding successes or abundance in what you've already been working on. You're not seeing the fruits of your labor because you're too busy maintaining other people's fruits. Listen, I'm not saying be cold, lock yourself in a dungeon, never come out, don't ever help anybody. I'm not saying that. But a lot of you guys have been getting screwed over by the same people. And God will not give you your blessings unless you stop associating yourself with certain people. Unless you stop being around people that hurt you constantly. Until you stop putting other people's needs before yours. Because this is how the universe works. They just know that if you're doing something constantly, like putting other people's needs before yours, when they give you your blessing, you won't even be able to see it. You might not even be able to enjoy it. And you might also enjoy it with the wrong people. And that's what they don't want. So for this pile, you want to fix your career and finances, you need to start looking around you. Look around your physical world. Who is there? Who is supportive? Who is not? Who gives a shit and who doesn't? You need to start evaluating that. And sweetheart, just because they're nice does not mean they belong on your table. There is a difference. I told you guys earlier, there will always be trifling ass people in life. Your grandma, damn, even your sibling, for anybody. But it's not when you're around that they can hurt you. It's what you do for them. It's how involved you get into their world that will hurt you. So if you know someone's not good for you, know your boundaries. Know your boundaries and don't be feeling bad. Nobody feeling bad. Baby, please. Baby, please. Feel bad for your kids. Don't be feeling bad for no grown adults. Trust me. And you over here rescuing people, Pile 3, and they're probably paying their karma. And that's why you got karma, because you over here protecting people that are in the dumps. If they're in the dumps, it's for a reason. They're learning a lesson, they're going through karma, or they're supposed to go through that. for their path, for their journey, for their own lessons. You're not Captain America. You're not Superman. All right. So let's see here. What is the next big blessing from Spirit when it comes to your finances and career? What's the big blessing? What's gonna be the big blessing? Changes. Wheel of Fortune. That's an amazing card to get. Changes. The Tower. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Pile 3. After this video, I won't be surprised if you put your pants on and you're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. And again, guys, don't let hurtful people make you hurtful or cold or not to ever help people. Let me tell you something. Every day you should ask yourself or ask the universe, how may I help today? How can I help today? And trust me, you'll find a stranger to, give something to, or a child to help, or whatever. You want to be a helpful person in this world, help people. But don't show up for the same shit, Pile 3. Don't show up for the same people that could give a rat's ass if you ate today. Stop it. And again, the next big blessing is that once you do these change, baby, we have 2 change cards. Once you do these changes, life will bring in what you need. Exactly what you need. A raise, a bigger studio for your business, a new job that respects you, respects your beliefs, a more respectful boss. Whatever it is that you desire when it comes to your career and finances, it will come. So now let's hit with the power thought cards, and let's see here. What's the advice for my Pile 3 today? What's the advice for my Pile 3 today? What's the advice? I am at peace with my sexuality. I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. See, a lot of you guys, some of you guys are horny. I don't know. Get a vibrator if some of you guys are single. But stay at peace with your sexuality. Some people here, you might have been experiencing a lot of criticism, or you feel like the world is against you because of your sexuality, and that is not true, Pile 3. Open your mind to knowing that you are lovable and you are accepted at any moment in your life, and you will find lovable people. If people don't agree with what you are and what you do, it's okay. It's okay. Some people don't like apples and some people hate pies. Move towards who likes you. Stop trying to prove to people that they should love you and accept you. Who cares, right? But that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys.